Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator Rome, where the grass is greener. The cities of Pompeii and Salernum have been engaged in a war of words, each claiming to be more righteous, powerful, and zealous, so we saw this literally last episode. We just get more manpower out of it. That's nice. I will happily take more manpower, every single time. I mean, we're gaining 559 a month, which is a big improvement. Very, very big improvement. I am going to go ahead and attempt automating independent operations for this war and just see how that ends up playing out. Where are you guys going? No, don't do that. Fine. I'll manually control these armies. That's one way to do it, I guess. Oh, no, you don't. Stay put. In fact, head into Ostia. And then we're going to need to control this sea tile here, so that we control this straight crossing. And then we're just going to march up this way with one legion, and then we will probably land back over here and fight all of this. I mean, it may have all fallen by then. Do they have... They're guaranteeing some nations. Okay. I mean, they have 62 units. They have 34k and 16k right here. So that's something to consider, and a lot of those are actually heavy infantry. They have no cavalry, though. Do we want to raise a 4th Legion? I think we do. I'm going to drop army maintenance, because we're not going to be going to war for a while in that case. And I'm going to build a couple of training camps down over this way. Just kind of randomly scattered. And yeah, I think we want to raise a 4th Legion, is my theory. So like, this Legion, and the 2nd and the 3rd Legion would be responsible for fighting this force. The 1st Legion would push up this coast, and then the 4th Legion would push up here simultaneously. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. And then our mercs, not really mercs, but our vassals can follow up after our initial push. But we are about done reinforcing, since this is a small, very small legion. Very, very small legion. I am a little bit concerned about Carthage. What do they have? They only have 54 cohorts? Fascinating. But that doesn't, of course, count all of their subjects, which they actually have more subjects than we do. Tribal chief offers friendship. Fine. We've seen that event a million times. So we need 1,920 men, but only 489 will reach the armies this month, which means that we're actually starting to bank manpower. I like it. 640. Fantastic. A gift horse. We've been long warned to be suspicious of gifts, especially in the current political climate. However, an interesting proposition has been made by Quintus Fabius Gurges, leader of the Populus faction. We should be wary of what they might expect in return. So he's offering us 10% manpower gain, essentially. We'll do it, for now. But I made no promises. We owe them a favor, but it's fine. I'm sure they won't call it in ever. I mean, maybe we die before then or something. Who knows? Okay, 919 manpower. We're gaining 679 a month now. With the 10% gain, and now we are gaining 682. With those training camps finishing. That is huge. Absolutely enormous. 725 more men. And of course, we have about a year until our fortress is done. I don't know if we're going to make it in terms of manpower, but let's go ahead and get ourselves the 3 units of archers that we need. 200 will reach the armies this month. So, I mean, of course, it only restores a certain percentage of missing men, right? So, that's how I thought it worked. Each month plus 100 men will join this cohort as reinforcement. Okay, so I guess that's not how it works in this game. It's just you can recruit 100 men to each cohort. These 2 happen to be full, so we're recruiting 200. I gotcha. Well, time to recruit additional troops. I'm also going to go ahead and raise up an army over here. It's just going to be the 1,000 troops for right now. And we're going to start with heavy infantry. Now, we do have a slight attrition problem over on Sardinia, so that's something we need to think about, to be sure. Wait, we don't have iron? Or do we not have iron there? We don't have iron there. Okay, so we should probably raise it in Italia then, in that case. And of course, in that case, we're just going to keep working on our 3rd Legion for right now. And then we'll have our 4th Legion ready to go soon enough. Give us like a couple years, and we'll be ready to go. We're making plenty of money. Of course, our wages are currently down, so that's something to think about. 19? Yeah, we're fine. Ooh, an invention. Siege engineers, that's really good. Military tradition cost, research points. National tribesman output. Excellent. 693 a month. Wait, heavy cavalry? Heavy cavalry? Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. I pressed the wrong button there, but we don't need heavy cavalry. Get out of here, you heavy cavalry. I'll rip that manpower. Okay, auxilia is what we want. The time is not right for heavy cavalry. It might become right. Because, I mean, it's mostly the attrition weight that I'm trying to avoid right now. And light cavalry has all the same bonuses, just less. So that's definitely something to consider. And we do need, what, 2 more units of auxilia here. Make that 1 more unit of auxilia. 703 per month. I like this amount of manpower coming in. This is actually kind of an absurd amount of manpower. Okay, let's get more auxilia. And then we can start bulking up our amount of heavy infantry in this army. As soon as we get our manpower, that is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and actually continue to build a couple more training camps. It's not a lot, but it adds up. I mean, we're making 707 right now. And this fort has finished up, so that's excellent. And they're going to be stopped by this fort here and this fort here, so they shouldn't be able to push down without naval control. How many triremes do they have? They have 4 triremes. I'm pretty sure we're going to have naval superiority. I like it. Okay, more heavy infantry. And we are going to need to raise another army beyond this. So, I mean, we're still looking at what, like 30 more months before we're ready to go. So it'll be a little while. I'm actually going to go ahead and go up to speed 5 for the time being. Speed this up a little bit. I don't normally do that, but not a lot going on right now. So I think we're fine. Let's go ahead and recruit additional heavy infantry. Okay, so that's going to bring us up to 5,000, so we need 5,000 more. Make that 4,000 more. Trade hub developing. The little-known city of Agrigentum has begun gathering quite a reputation as a hub of free trade. People from all origins are beginning to flock here in order to sell their wares in our land. Whilst this is clearly of benefit to us, we should consider how best to maximize our advantage. So we can get citizens, freemen, slaves, or local population growth. For 20 years. 0.25% monthly over 20 years would be a lot. Well, like 60%. Over 4 pops. 3 pops? I think there's only 3 pop types. I think I'm just going to go for Freeman. Additional manpower. Excellent. Okay. So that brings us up to 6 units of heavy infantry. Make that 7 units of heavy infantry. Oh, this guy died. Who is this guy? He was a researcher, a religious researcher. We need a Fulvii, Virginii, Flavii, or Curii. This guy's a Flavii and is tied for top. So there we go. Fantastic. More heavy infantry. So that's 8 units there, right? Yeah, that's 8. Make that 9. And as soon as the next month tick happens, this army will be fully finished rebuilding. There we go. Oh, hey. Lucius Postumius Magellus was elected to office, and he is terrible at research. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. He has no skill whatsoever with research. Like, literally none. Okay, let's go ahead and recruit up a cohort of Principes. Oh. Quintus loses 20 health and the populace are unhappy with us. Outraged by the political landscape of Rome, Quintus Fabius Gurges burst into the chambers of Lucius today, insisting that the members of the Senate sympathetic to his cause would, under no circumstances, vote in favor of any legal changes made by our government. Indeed, he seemed so apoplectic that he had to stagger out of the Senate hall, aided by 2 of his underlings. Good for you, I guess. So, he's, not very healthy. Well done, bro. Okay, let's go ahead and take the 3rd Legion over to here. We'll sit in Oldia. So we're going to need to sail out here. March onto the ship. And into Oldia. Excellent. We now need a leader over here, and I would like to find a scorned family with an older leader who is also good. Only the Fabii. Well, these guys aren't that old. Virginii, Apulii, Curii. This guy? I mean, he's 39. He's not the best general, but I guess he'll do. We're mostly going to be holding this legion in reserve, right? They're going to be super green, so there is that. Yeah, I think that's going to have to be the way that we're going to do it. So let's continue to recruit to this army. And we are going to recruit as many and as quickly as we can. And as soon as we are done building this army and getting into position, we will go ahead and declare this war on Etruria. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Next episode, we will get our new technology. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.